everyone! If you're new here, this is a series just me gushing about art that I consume, movies, TV shows, books. It was supposed to be music also, but I haven't really been doing that, so I might do one episode all about the music that I've been enjoying during COVID quarantine. There are a lot more of you here than there were last time I made a video, so hello, I'm glad you're here. You also make me nervous. Going into BookTube, it was really just like, this is for fun. I just want to do it, make some friends, have a good time, which I've made friends, and it's been awesome. My goal was like, you know, in a few years, if I have 100 followers, 100 subs, cool, that would be cool, but it's really fine. And now I have over 200, all because of Cindy, so hey girl. But anyways, I'm happy that you're all here, and I look forward to getting to know you better as you get to know me better, and as we enjoy some content. Let's go. This used to be something that I would do in like middle school. I also said yo-yo diggy dog a lot. Thanks, Shark Tale.
You dig, dog?
Dig, dog. Dog dig. Dig, dog. Yeah. Yo, diggy dog.
Just come on.
The first movie I've watched recently is Pride and Prejudice. Woo! Zooey mama. The yearning. It's just so good. The enemies to lovers, lover in me just lives for this movie. It's so good and so wonderful. And I had never seen it before, so this is my first time seeing it. I saw the like old one, like old, but this one is newer and yummy. 5 stars, no complaints. Literally 0. The next movie is Clueless. Now I know a lot of people have nostalgia attached to this movie and everything like that, but like it wasn't that big a deal to me when I was younger. It just like wasn't my thing, but I did watch it for the like first time in like 10-15 years. I don't know, whenever it came out. And I didn't like it. I felt like the concept of dating someone who used to be your stepbrother is like super icky. Like we know better, like as adults, like that's a little sus, that's a little nasty. I know they're not technically related, but
as if.
Plus he's like so much older than her, which would be fine if like, they were in college or something, but she's in high school. And he's a grown man working for her father. Sir, you're in college. Why are you pining after someone in high school? The bread is not done up here, sir. You need some more yeast or something. This movie wasn't it. 2 stars. The only reason it's getting 2 stars is because as if, and then like the costumes, the clothing. We'd love to see it. Very cute fits, but icky. The next movie I watched was It's a Wonderful Day in the Neighborhood, about Mr. Rogers' life. Wow, this movie had me feeling everything. We all know Mr. Rogers was way too pure for this world. No. This universe. He is in a different realm that humans can't like take in. It's like the same thing about Bob Ross. They're just too pure. They deserved better than Earth. I gave this 4.5 stars. The only reason it didn't get 5 stars is because the wife of the guy, not Mr. Rogers, not the wife of Mr. Rogers, but the other wife, she was so annoying. Oh my God, she was so obnoxious. Tiny spoiler coming. This guy had issues with his father because his father was like abusive and absent and like an alcoholic and stuff. You know, he had a lot of issues. And like the last time he saw his dad hit him as a full-grown adult. And the wife is just like, you really need to fix things with your father. You should really talk to him. Give him a chance. No. If you want to come to your husband and be like, hey, I feel like you would feel better if you would resolve some issues with your father, and I'll help you and emotionally support you through this time. But no, she's like, I'm gonna invite your dad over to our house for dinner without telling you, and then you're gonna show up in your own home and he's just gonna be there. It's the disloyalty for me. Like, what in the world? If anyone I was with did something like that, that's out of line, out of pocket. No. She was so annoying like that the entire time. She was not recognizing the trauma and issues that he had. Like, she wasn't supportive at all. The actual Mr. Rogers content was wonderful, and it was really cool to learn more about his life and things like that. 4.5 stars. The next movie is The American President. It was cute. It was fun. I had a decent time, but meh. 3 stars. Average movie. Not very memorable. I remember like no details about it. If you want something romancy having to do with like government and like royals, I suggest Red, White, and Royal Blue. Read that instead. Up next, The Greatest Showman. The music, the costumes, the setting, the transitions of this movie blew my mind. The transitions were everything. I feel like if you're into film or theater, you know what I'm talking about. The transitions, immaculate. I just got lipstick on my fingers, but it was worth it because I needed to prove a point. Immaculate. My only complaint, which is why it gets 4 stars instead of 5, is I wanted more of Zac and Zendaya. That was a big part of why I went to go see the movie. I was like, Zac Efron and Zendaya? Are we kidding? Like 2 icons from my childhood? We must see this movie. It was implied in the previews that it was going to be a more predominant part of the movie, but it really wasn't. So I feel like that was clickbait for sure. Their relationship was a bit rushed, especially for the fact that so many things about their relationship were complicated, especially during that time when racism was, you know, I'm not going to say more rampant because it's still rampant right now, but like, you know, a very real thing. And his family was very like, you don't belong with those sort of folk, you know, and all that mess. Like, that doesn't just disappear overnight. So where did it go? Where was the conflict resolution? All of a sudden he like almost died and then everything was fine. And I was like, don't know about that, chief. The last movie I watched was Pretty Woman, and I was really like eyebrows raised about this movie. It seems a little weird. This movie's a bit strange. I don't know. I feel like it was unrealistic. I thought it was cute eventually, but at first it was weird. Basically, he wanted to pay someone to like low-key be in love with him, but do whatever he says, and that they're at his beck and call. She was like, nah fam, I'm falling in love with you. And he's like, darn. I give this movie 3 stars. It was enjoyable. I had a good time watching it. I do wish the relationship was a bit deeper. They do kind of share some stuff about their life after he gets to know her a little more. He's like, you know, I feel like you have so much potential, this, that, and the other, and kind of like builds up her confidence a little bit and herself. But I don't know, the whole idea of him like paying her to have sex with him is just a little uncomfy. Up next is books. I'm sure multiple of you have seen the Heartstopper reading vlog. I am over the moon in love with this series. It is so good. It is so cute. and it just really quenches everything I need right now. 5 stars for sure. Be warned of trigger warnings, homophobic slurs in the first one, possibly also 2. Also eating disorders. But I do think that this author handles serious things with a lot of grace. And they're done very well, and none of them are not addressed. Like, it's not like something really problematic happens and it's like, oh, we're just not gonna talk about that. Like, we unpack it. The next book I read was Pumpkinheads. This was there are only 10 minutes left of shopping, blah, 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 blah. And I was there with birthday money, and I was looking for graphic novels because I was trying to get out of a reading slump, which is what Heartstopper did for me. So I saw pumpkin, literally all I saw was pumpkin, and that it was a graphic novel, and I snatched it. They were like, get to the register. I'm like, on my way. So I did not notice that this was by Rainbow Rowell, which is a little disappointing because, you know, we're trying not to give her a bunch of money because problematic. I think the story was cute, if a bit surface level. I wish there had been more meat to it, but it was fun. The art is super pretty. Like, it's real cute. I liked the art a lot. I do wish that they had worked with a woman of color, since there's a woman of color in the book and this was already a collaboration of 2 people anyway. I feel like that just would have made it a little bit more authentic. 3 stars. It's a good little spending your afternoon relaxing kind of book. The amount of time that I've sat here thinking about if I should include these books that I'm about to tell you, it's a little ridiculous. Like, I don't want to talk about it because I'm embarrassed. Mom, look away. I know she watches these videos, so I'm just like, don't bring it up. Don't bring it up at lunch. Just don't do it. You know what? We'll just start from the beginning of why I picked. Let me try to make myself feel better by telling you like what happened, like how I got here. My friend Hallie. And I'm okay saying their name because they publicly proclaim reading this material, so like, it's fine. They also have a blog, which is really fun. You should go follow them. Anyway, I'll link it below. They sent a post into our group chat and was like, hey guys, my favorite erotica novel is free right now on Kindle. And I was like, I don't read erotica. At least I didn't used to. 2020 is changing me. Anyways, they were like, yeah, look at my favorite erotica series. And I was like, LOL. So I clicked it and I got the book. Planning. I swear on my life that this was my plan. I planned to read a chapter or 2, poke fun at my friend, be like, hee hee, you're so silly, I can't believe you read this stuff, and then move on with my life and never finish the book. When I tell you I got so bamboozled so fast, I didn't know anything going into these books. So these books are a part of the Wicked Villains series, which is, oh God, it's so cringy to say. They take Disney movies and put them into this different universe and relationships, and it's very explicit. So the first one is about Jasmine and Jafar. I know. I know. What you're thinking and what you're feeling is exactly what I thought and felt when I saw the names on the page, because I didn't know that it was Disney related. I said, Jasmine and Jafar, no way this is a coincidence, right? Right? It's not. It was them, and I was so uncomfy for a while. I came to laugh. I stayed because I was intrigued. And then I got bamboozled because I was actually having fun. It's mental illness, isn't it? I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that I'm on the third novel now. Do not read these books if you are not an adult. These are adult erotica novels. Do not read them if you are underage. I wouldn't recommend them below 20 years old, but that's just me. I am 24. And even I was like, so proceed with caution. There are also trigger warnings in the beginning of each of her books, so definitely take those into account. I will give a blanket so far of reading the first like 3 novels. Consent and safe words are a huge thing, like very predominantly there. So if you're worried about that, don't be. But yeah, so Desperate Measures is the first one with Jasmine and Jafar, so I give that one 3 stars. The second one is Hades, Hercules, and Meg. I give that one 4 stars. It was good. It was good. Yeah, so the second one was called Learn My Lesson, and it's the 3 of them. I was not expecting to like that one that much. And now I'm on the third one, which I have not finished yet, but it's with Hook and Tinkerbell. I mean, I'm already here. I willingly and happily live in this garbage can now. So I guess this is just where I am. This is another harsh reality of 2020. I'm living my truth. We are not gonna be ashamed. At least we're gonna work on it. I'm sweating so much right now. On to TV shows. I was so excited to watch season 2 of The Mandalorian because I really enjoyed season 1, and Baby Yoda, love that guy. I thought season 1 was pretty overall really good. There were a few episodes where I was like, a bit weird, but all right, I guess. I wanted to watch it with my mom on Halloween because we watched the first season together. We watched the first episode. It was so terrible. It was like secondhand embarrassment watching this episode. What happened? The acting was so atrocious. Everyone knew was bad. Even the extras. Like the action scenes. My mom and I were laughing. We were laughing at it because it was so terrible. What the heck? There were so many good action scenes in the first season. Why are you going backwards, sweetie? Come back to the light. Come back to talent, please. And a lot of the scenes like didn't even match. It would clip to something happening with this thing, and then it would like clip over here and someone would just like fall, or like something specific would like hit them in the face, and you're like, where did that even come from? Like it didn't connect visually, mentally, nothing. I have not watched past the first episode because I'm a little disheartened by it, but I will watch them eventually because I want to see if it gets better. And if it just continually gets worse, then I'll stop, but I'm hoping to give it another chance. Another show that I've been watching at random is Sister Sister. It came out on Netflix, and that was always a show that I really enjoyed watching as a child, so I wasn't sure if going into it as an adult, if I would still get that joy from watching it. But it's such a chill, relaxing, funny show to watch when you've had just like a long day. And that show is funny still. I'm very glad, because a lot of times you watch things as a kid and you're like, hee, this is so funny. And then you watch it as an adult, you're like, I had terrible taste. Either I still have terrible taste or it's actually funny. We're gonna go with the second one and hope that that's what it is. There are a lot of mature jokes that I did not get as a child between the parents of the twins. I was like, dang, they put this, okay, all right, I get it now. 4 stars to Sister Sister. The last show that I have to talk about is Castlevania, which is probably the most mature show I've ever watched. I'm not really like, yeah, visually, it's a lot. And I would not have gotten as far as I did if it weren't for the fact that I was watching it with my friend and she really wanted to watch it and I liked it. It was just a lot. It was a lot. It's very dark, very gory, but the plot and characters are so fascinating and cool. They're so cool. It's just very enjoyable to like put the pieces together and get to know these characters. I will say that at some points during season 1, it is a bit info dumpy at times. Like you're like, okay, you just went on like a 4-minute rant. Season 2, in my opinion, is significantly less. The ending of season 2 blew my mind. It was so good. It was so good. I do plan on continuing watching this with my friend. When I say it's gory, like it's really gory. Like there are times when I'm like, tell me when it's over. Also, trigger warning for there's this character that was previously a slave, and they go into his backstory and they show it. They don't just like mention it. It's visually there, and I was not expecting that at all. It was very in your face, and it was very like fast. Like it was like one clip like was totally regular show, and then the next it was like really graphic. So beware of that. It was only one scene, I believe, and I finished season 2, so it's not like constant, but it's there, so know that it's there. I give this show 4.5 stars. Yeah, it's very, very, very cool. That is all that I have for you today. Thank you for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe if you had a good time. Let me know what kind of content you're enjoying right now, whether that be a show, a movie, a book, music, whatever. What's getting you through 2020? It's almost over, you guys. At least the year. Hopefully 2021 will be a bit kinder. If you made it this far, leave a little heart in the comments. Appreciate you guys. Bye.